Number 1. The 1988 Chevrolet S10 pickup. Price $10,000. Location Chaptico, Maryland. If you're after a compact truck with serious bite, here's a head-turning 1988 Chevy S10 pickup that's built to move and sounds just as mean as it runs. This isn't your average old S10. This little beast is packing a small block Chevy 355 under the hood, complete with a Holley 750 double pumper carb and a nice sounding cam that gives it a lopey, aggressive idle and all the right vibes at stoplights. Backing that power is a stout TH3 50 automatic transmission, made into a 2,500 RPM stall converter, giving you a solid launch and quick shifts that make this truck feel far more like a street rod than a commuter. Out back, it's running a Ford 8.8 rear end with 3.73 gears, which strikes a great balance between streetable cruising and punchy acceleration. Add in a 15-gallon fuel cell mounted cleanly in the bed, and you got a purpose-built machine ready for fun runs or back-road blasts. This S10 isn't just about going fast. It looks the part and sounds incredible, thanks to true dual exhaust feeding into a pair of Flowmaster 40 series mufflers, giving it that deep, throaty growl that turns heads long before you roll by. The seller says it's turnkey and ready to go, which means no chasing down gremlins or unfinished wiring. Just jump in, fire it up, and enjoy. Whether you're cruising to local meets, looking for a sleeper-style street truck, or want a lightweight platform with big V8 energy, this one delivers. It's the kind of truck that surprises people at red lights and earns nods from gearheads who know what they're hearing. At $10,000 OBO, it's priced competitively for what's under the hood and how clean the build appears to be. With its powertrain upgrades, tuned stands, and classic S10 styling, this truck is quick, clean, and built for fun. If you're looking for a compact pickup that doesn't just look cool but runs like it means it and sounds like a muscle car every time you hit the throttle, this 88 Chevy S10 in Chaptico might be your next adrenaline fix. Don't wait too long. Builds like this rarely stay available. Number 2, the 1979 Ford F-150 long bed, price $4,500. Location Biscoe, North Carolina. For anyone who appreciates classic American trucks with solid bones and clean lines, this 1979 Ford F-150 long bed might be the hidden gem you've been waiting for, and at just $4,500, it's priced right for the right buyer. This truck comes equipped with a 351M V8 under the hood paired with a durable C6 automatic transmission, and while it's a running and driving truck, the radiator needs replacing, which is why it's currently not road ready. But don't let that minor issue fool you. The foundation here is solid. It's a two-owner truck, complete with a Marty report, and the seller includes a tub full of new parts to help you take it across the finish line. The body is described as super straight, and underneath it's very clean, with only a small rust spot at the front of the bed, which is clearly pictured. If you've been hunting for a true classic with vintage patina and great potential, this one checks a lot of boxes. The passenger side trim has been removed, but the sail includes all of the original trim in good condition, as well as the lower toolbox door. So you'll have everything needed to restore that iconic F-Series look. One cool detail. The driver's side front fender has been lightly buffed to show the quality and depth of the original paint, which really highlights how well this truck has aged over the decades. These late 70s Fords are gaining more attention in the classic market, especially long beds like this one that haven't been chopped up or rusted out. Whether you're looking for a vintage daily, a light resto project, or just a reliable hauler with timeless style, this F-150 offers a ton of value. With a clean North Carolina title in hand and a clear ownership history, this truck is ready for someone to bring it back to full glory. Toss in a new radiator, button up a few final pieces, and you're on the road with a piece of blue oval history. Trucks like this don't stay cheap for long, especially when they've been this well preserved. If you're serious about owning a slice of 70s Americana with a clean title and strong bones, this 1979 F-150 long bed is worth a long, hard look. Number 3. The 1979 Ford F-150 regular cab Ranger, $15,000, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Here's a classic with heart, soul, and a whole lot of potential. A 1979 Ford F-150 regular cab Ranger, offered at $15,000. This truck has only 65,000 miles on the odometer, and while it's not currently a runner, the bones are solid, and the right buyer could easily bring her back to life. The seller bought it just a few months ago, back in December, and has already invested time and work into it, cleaning it up and starting the path toward restoration. Unfortunately, the piston rings have seized, and now it needs someone with the tools, time, or garage space to finish the job. It's one of those classic Ford stories. A great platform, clean body, a solid automatic transmission, and loads of character, but life gets in the way, and now it's up for grabs. For those who know their way around a wrench, this is a fantastic candidate for a rebuild. Whether you drop in a fresh 302 or go big with a 460 swap, this F-150 Ranger will make an awesome cruiser, weekend hauler, or even a fully restored showpiece. It's got that unmistakable late -70s Ford look, bold stance, squared off lines, and just the right amount of patina to make it feel authentic. With single cab simplicity and rear wheel drive, it's got all the charm of an honest workhorse, but it's dressed in Ranger trim, which means a little extra flair and comfort on the inside. Even though the engine's currently down, the fact that the seller was willing to put in the early work shows this truck hasn't been sitting forgotten or neglected. At $15,000, it's priced with the knowledge that some effort is still needed, but what you're getting is a clean classic that's already partway along the journey. Whether you're a Ford truck enthusiast, a builder looking for your next project, or someone ready to bring a vintage rig back to its glory days, the 79 F-150 Ranger in Fayetteville could be the perfect match. It just needs someone who can turn a wrench and finish what was started. Sometimes, the best trucks aren't the ones that are finished. They're the ones that are waiting for the right hands. Number 4. The 1965 Ford F-100 pickup, listed at $8,000 in Redding, California. This truck is a real deal. A California-built survivor, manufactured right in San Jose back in 1964, and still cruising nearly 60 years later. Powered by the ultra-reliable inline six-cylinder 240 engine, paired with a classic 4-speed manual transmission that includes a granny low gear, this F-100 is all about simple, honest performance. It's a rear-wheel drive workhorse that's racked up 97,000 miles and has been kept in good running condition, with a long list of recent maintenance and updates that make it roadworthy and ready to go. The seller has clearly taken pride in keeping this truck mechanically sound. Recent upgrades include a new muffler, starter, alternator, master brake cylinder, rear brake shoes and cylinders, drums, battery, water pump, a rebuilt Holley carburetor, new tires, and even fresh carpet. The body is described as straight, which is always a good sign with these older trucks, especially ones that have spent their lives in California and avoided the rust issues that plague vehicles in harsher climates. The paint may not be flashy or show-ready, but this truck has character and function where it counts. It's the kind of rig you can hop in and cruise without worry, a great mix of vintage charm and modern reliability from thoughtful maintenance. These mid-60s Fords are becoming harder to find in this kind of condition, especially uncut, original examples that haven't been slammed, chopped, or overly modified, and with the parts already updated. You're ahead of the game if you're planning a full restoration, or leave it just the way it is and enjoy the retro driving experience. The seller is also upfront, cash in person only, no codes, no scams, no nonsense. It's a refreshing level of honesty in a world full of online tire kickers and flaky buyers. If you're serious and want to own a slice of California truck history, this 1965 Ford F-100 offers a lot of value at the price point. Whether you're looking for a reliable cruiser, a father-son project, or a nostalgic daily driver with old-school vibes, this truck delivers. Get it the right home, and it'll give you miles of solid, dependable fun. Number 5. The 1974 Chevy C10, $3,500, Las Vegas, Nevada. If you're on the hunt for a classic project truck with good bones and a lot of potential, this 1974 Chevrolet C10 might just be the bargain opportunity you're looking for. Currently listed at $3,500 or best offer and located on Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas. Let's be upfront. This is a project. The truck carries a salvage title from a previous total loss, and while it's not ready to drive off the lot, it does have a 350 cubic inch V8 motor that runs, but no transmission is installed, so you'll need a trailer to haul it out. The front tires are flat, and a new battery is required. But for the right buyer, these are manageable fixes. The frame shows only minimal surface rust, which is a big plus when dealing with vintage steel, and the body is in decent shape overall, with only minor dents, some damage on the passenger side front fender, and typical clear coat, fading, and sun wear. Exactly what you'd expect from a 5-decade-old truck living under that desert sun. Inside, the interior needs some love, and the bed is missing 2 frame bolts. But these are details a motivated builder can knock out in a weekend. Mileage isn't accurate on the title, and the gauge cluster reads 75,000 miles, though the true total is unknown. Again, pretty common for a truck this age. What you're really buying here is a solid platform with classic C10 lines and a legendary V8 heart that's already in place. With its long, low stance and unmistakable square body, the 74 Chevy is just waiting for the right vision. Whether that a patina cruiser, a frame-off resto, or a slammed street truck with LS swap dreams. It's being sold as is, and the seller is open to offers, which gives you a little wiggle room to invest in the upgrades and parts you'll need. If you got the tools, the time, and a trailer, this truck could be your next great project. Classic Chevy C10s are only getting harder to find at affordable prices, especially with the original V8 still under the hood. So whether you're a seasoned builder or just getting into the restoration world, this could be your ticket into the world of vintage American pickups. The bones are there. Now it just needs the right hands to bring it back to life. Number 6, the 1967 Ford Ranger XLT, $8,700. Yukon, Oklahoma. Now here's a rare survivor that tells a story. A 1967 Ford Ranger XLT, one owner, garage kept, and almost entirely untouched from the day it rolled off the lot. Priced at $8,700, this half-ton long bed pickup features a factory 352 cubic inch V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission. And according to the seller, it's only got 60,000 original miles. A true time capsule from the golden era of American trucks. What makes this one special isn't just its age or condition, but the fact that it's loaded with original factory equipment. All factory moldings, factory air conditioning, working heater, and it's even still wearing the original factory black paint over a beautiful burgundy interior. The overall presentation is striking, subtle, classy, and very much period correct. And the best part? It's been in the family since day one. The seller mentions that the truck belonged to his grandfather, who can no longer drive, and it's now ready for its next chapter with someone who can appreciate and preserve what it is. This truck is more than just a driver. It comes with dealer documents, a clear Oklahoma title, and even the original Protecto plate, a rare bonus that collectors and enthusiasts absolutely love to see. The Ranger XLT badging from this era is incredibly uncommon, especially on a 67 model. These were transitional years in Ford's truck lineup, making this a unique and valuable piece of pickup history. The long bed provides plenty of utility, while the V8 under the hood still runs strong, giving you a reliable cruiser or an amazing base for light restoration. Whether you want to enjoy it as is or give it a gentle refresh, this truck has the kind of pedigree and originality that's getting harder and harder to find. At under $9,000, this is the kind of classic pickup you don't come across often, especially not with one owner history, low miles, and factory documentation still intact. It's been loved, maintained, and respected its entire life, and it shows. If you're a Ford collector, a vintage truck enthusiast, or just someone who wants a clean, honest piece of Americana with a personal backstory, this 1967 Ford Ranger XLT in Yukon is well worth a serious look. Number 7. The 1964 F100 pickup, $6,000, Rio Dell, California. Here's a clean little cruiser with vintage charm and a heart of V8 muscle. This 1964 F100 is a short wheelbase pickup with great curb appeal and solid mechanicals. Offer at just $6,000 or best offer in Rio Dell. What you're looking at is a perfect blend of classic style and modern usability, powered by a dependable 302 cubic inch V8 mated to AC 6 automatic transmission, a combo known for longevity, torque, and that unmistakable Ford rumble. It's a rear-wheel drive truck with no unnecessary frills, just clean lines, short bed simplicity, and the kind of raw mechanical soul that modern pickups have lost. The seller says it runs and drives as it should, which is exactly what you want to hear for a truck of this vintage. It's also smog exempt thanks to its age, which makes ownership in California a breeze for classic vehicle fans. While the mileage is unknown, what really matters here is function and form. The 1960 F100 was the final year of Ford's third-generation trucks. The body style is unmistakable with its wraparound windshield, distinct horizontal grille, and no-nonsense silhouette. And with the short bed configuration, it's got that sporty, slightly aggressive stance that makes these trucks favorites among collectors, hot rodders, and weekend cruisers alike. This is the kind of truck you could leave just as it is and enjoy every mile, or take on as a light project to personalize and refine. Drop a few inches, throw on some wide white walls, or just buff out the paint and rock the vintage patina. The canvas is here, and the potential is wide open. Priced at $6,000 OBO, this F100 hits that sweet spot between affordability and collectability. It's rare to find a running, driving V8 short bed classic in this price range, especially one that's not buried in rust or missing major components. If you've been looking to get into the world of vintage pickups or just want a cool, drivable classic without breaking the bank, this 1964 F100 could be exactly what you've been searching for. No trades. The seller says just straight up, serious offers and a new home for this classic piece of American truck history. Number 8. The 1987 Chevrolet R10 Custom Deluxe, $3,500, Live Oak, Florida. If you're on the lookout for a reliable classic workhorse that won't break the bank, this 1987 Chevrolet R10 Custom Deluxe might be the deal you've been waiting for. Listed at just $3,500, this long wheelbase pickup brings together classic square body styling with a strong mechanical base, powered by a 305 cubic inch V8 engine paired with the popular 700 R4 automatic overdrive transmission. It's a solid drivetrain setup that balances power and fuel economy, perfect for someone who needs a dependable hauler with vintage character. The seller notes that it does need a timing light to get the timing dialed in correctly, but the truck will crank up and drive anywhere as it sits, which means the essentials are all there and functioning. Now, let's be honest. This isn't a showpiece or a freshly restored beauty. It's a classic 87 Chevy with a few decades under its belt, and the cosmetics and interior reflect that. Expect some wear, some patina, and a truck that's been used for what it was built for, work. But if you're after an affordable, no-nonsense rig that you can wrench on, upgrade at your own pace, or just throw your tools in and get the job done, this R10 fits the bill. These trucks are built like tanks, and the square-body Chevy pickups have exploded in popularity for good reason. They're easy to work on, parts are everywhere, and they got that rugged, iconic look that never goes out of style. Whether you're looking for a starter project, a reliable farm truck, or just something classic, you can daily without worrying about scratching up fresh paint. This one checks the right boxes. At this price point, you're getting a running V8 automatic transmission and a clean, straightforward platform for customization or utility. And with a little elbow grease, you could bring out even more of its potential. For serious buyers, Rodney is your contact in Live Oak, Florida, and he's ready to show you the truck or answer any questions. So if you're ready to roll up your sleeves and put an 80s Chevy to work, this 1987 R10 Custom Deluxe is ready to get the job done. Number 9. The 1991 Dodge Ram 1500, priced at $8,000 and located in Edgerton. This truck is a standout example of early 90s Mopar design, and the seller says it's in extremely clean condition, both inside and out. Under the hood sits the tried-and-true 318 cubic inch V8 engine, mated to an automatic transmission, giving you a smooth, reliable drive with enough torque to get the job done, whether it's weekend hauling, daily commuting, or cruising to the local car meet. It's not easy to find these Dodge Rams in this kind of shape anymore. Most have either been worked hard into ground or left out in the elements. But this one has clearly been well cared for, with a clean interior, strong mechanicals, and a stance that's been freshened up with new set of wheels and tires that really make it pop. This generation of Ram trucks is quickly gaining respect in the collector world, and for good reason. They've got that classic boxy silhouette, bold front-end styling, and a reputation for durability. And this particular truck isn't just about looks. The seller says it runs and drives great, making it the kind of vehicle you can enjoy immediately without a laundry list of fixes. Whether you're a Mopar fan looking for a clean classic to preserve, or someone just needing a trustworthy and stylish pickup, this one checks all the boxes. No rust issues are mentioned, and from the way it's described, it sounds like one of those rare finds that looks even better in person. For $8,000, you're getting a truck that's road-ready, garage-worthy, and completely usable from day one. The seller is only accepting phone calls, which usually means they're serious about finding the right buyer. No tire kickers, no texts, just a straightforward deal. So if you've been watching the market for a clean 1991 Dodge Ram 1500 with all the right upgrades and a no-nonsense presentation, give this one a closer look. It's a great mix of classic Dodge style, practical performance, and pride of ownership, and it's ready to hit the road. Number 10. The 1951 Chevrolet 3100 pickup, listed for $7,500 in Coolidge, Arizona. This is more than a truck. It's an open invitation to build something unforgettable. Sitting pretty with sun-faded patina and a soul steeped in history, this Chevy brings a kind of vintage Americana character that turns heads at any gas station or shop lot. Under the hood, a surprise that packs a punch. A 327 Corvette V8 paired with a TH350 automatic transmission. That's right, the classic small block that helped define a muscle car generation now lives inside this 1950s workhorse. Whether you're looking to build a rat rod, a shop truck, or a full-on resto-mod cruiser, the heart of this beast is ready to roar. The cab still has the original split windshield and factory windows, giving it that unmistakable early 50s charm. The interior has been fully gutted, leaving you a blank slate to create the cockpit of your dreams. Whether that's retro-restored or wild and custom, no more blocks or rollers. It's now sitting on a set of Silverado wheels, making it easy to move, tow, or roll right into your garage for phase one of your build. The bed is full of vintage parts and even more potential. Parts you can use, flip, or incorporate into the final product. Yes, there's rust, but not the kind that scares off real builders. It's the kind that tells a story, adds character, and fits perfectly with the rat rod aesthetic. The body lines are there. The stance is right. The presence is undeniable. Best of all, it comes with a clean title, something that's getting tougher and tougher to find when it comes to classic projects like this. Trucks like this don't just sit around long, and you know it. The early 50s Chevy 3100s are rising in demand, and finding one with this kind of personality and potential, plus that Corvette motor already dropped in, is a rare opportunity. The seller, Eric, says bring a trailer and bring a vision, because this truck won't wait around for someone to just admire it. Call or text today and claim this piece of American steel before someone else beats you to it. Number 11. The 11984 Chevy C10 1/2 ton, priced at just $5,495 and located in Tucson. This isn't a rust bucket or a mystery project. It's a turnkey, Arizona-born square body that starts, runs, shifts, drives, turns, and stops exactly the way it should. It's the kind of no-nonsense truck that speaks for itself, and as the seller says, the pictures tell the story. Equipped with dual-fuel tanks, a clear Arizona title in hand, and current registration, this truck is ready to be driven home the same day you see it. There's no rust hiding under the paint, and being an Arizona truck, it's benefited from that dry desert air. making it an excellent platform whether you're buying to daily drive it, lightly restore it, or turn it into a head-turning cruiser. Under the skin, you're getting everything people love about the square body era. Simple, boxy styling, rear-wheel drive layout, and a mechanical setup that's easy to maintain and modify. The C10S from the early 80s have skyrocketed in popularity, and for good reason. They're tough, timeless, and increasingly collectible. And what makes this one special is that it's already road-ready. No hauling it home on a trailer. No guessing what it'll take to get running. You can buy it, drive it, and enjoy it right away. The seller's reason for letting it go? They just don't use it much anymore. That means it hasn't been beaten into the ground, and it likely still has plenty of life left for its next owner. At $5,495 cash, this isn't just a fair price. It's a solid deal for a clean-running square body in today's market. No trades, no financing, and no games. This is for the serious buyer who knows what they're looking at. If that's you, and you're nearby in Arizona, shoot the seller a quick message and go take a look in person. These C10s are only going up in value, and finding one this clean and this functional under $6,000 is getting harder every day. Don't sleep on it. This 1984 Chevrolet C10 is ready to roll. Number 12. The 1989 Isuzu pickup, listed at just $400 in Reading. That's right. $400 gets you the keys to a piece of 80s Japanese truck history. Now, let's be clear. This is a non-running vehicle, sold as is, but it's got potential if you're up for a little work. Under the hood sits a 4-cylinder engine with a manual transmission, and although it's not sparking at the moment, the previous owner said it was a reliable family hauler before the ignition issue. The current seller originally picked it up as a parts truck, specifically for the carburetor, which has now been removed, but thanks to recent changes in California's classic vehicle laws, that may no longer be an issue for anyone hoping to get it back on the road. With over 313,000 miles on the odometer, this truck has certainly seen some life, but that's also a testament to how durable these old Isuzus really were. The body's in fair condition, finish in gray, and still holding a clean title, which, for a project truck, is a big win. Inside, the dash and glove box are partially disassembled, and the seller suspects issues with the blower motor or HVAC system. There's also a flat tire, so you'll definitely need a trailer to haul it away. But if you're the type who enjoys bringing trucks back from the brink, this could be a fun, affordable entry into the world of classic compact pickups. Whether you're looking for a donor chassis, a restoration base, or a stripped-down farm truck build, this little Isuzu might be just what you're after. At this price, it's hard to go wrong. No false promises here. It's a non-runner. It needs love, and it's being sold straight up. But it's also a lightweight, rear-wheel drive mini truck with vintage character, a manual gearbox, and the kind of simplicity that's hard to find in today's overcomplicated world of modern vehicles. If you got some tools, some vision, and a place to park it, this 1989 Isuzu pickup could be your next garage project. Reach out to the seller, load it up, and start wrenching. Who knows? With a little time and effort, you could be the one to bring this little gray truck back to life. Number 13, 1987 Dodge Ram 3500 Series pickup, listed at just $1,200 in Raymore. Now, let's not sugarcoat this. The body is rough, the lights aren't working, and the brakes need attention. So this truck is not street drivable in its current condition. But what you're really buying here isn't the sheet metal. It's the bones underneath. This Dodge is equipped with a V8 318 cubic inch engine, paired to a 4-speed manual transmission and 4-wheel drive, giving you a solid drivetrain setup that's ready to be repurposed, restored, or dropped into another project. Whether you're building a mud truck, a custom 4x4 crawler, or simply need a dependable drivetrain donor for another classic Mopar project, this old Ram might be exactly what you need. Sure, it's not going to win any beauty contests. The body has seen better decades, but for folks who know what they're doing, that 318 engine is a classic workhorse, known for its durability and solid torque curve. And combined with a 4-speed manual and 4WD, you've got a foundation that's perfect for rugged utility. The seller is very clear. This is being sold primarily for the motor and transmission, not as a running, driving vehicle. That means no test drives, no joy rides. Bring a trailer and a plan, because this truck won't drive itself home. These Dodge Ram 350s are getting harder to find, especially with a clean powertrain setup still intact. If you got a garage, a project waiting for the right drivetrain, or just love working with classic Mopar components, this is a great way to get your hands on something useful without breaking the bank. $1,200 cash. No frills, no fluff. Just a rough old truck with a strong heart and a clear purpose. If you're nearby in Missouri and looking to salvage something solid, give this one a serious look. Deals like this don't last long in the builder's market.